Brett. Kitty's doing good. She's alright. How was the mix? For the sub. Gabriel, thank you so much for having. Or you follow? Oh, you follow the channel. That's cool. I'm just warming up here. I don't know. I was trying to get some different settings. I don't know if they're working. Sometimes I think the levels are off. How's it on YouTube? I don't know. Is that working? Is it working? Should be working. So what's new? What's going on? It's Thursday. Or Friday. Friday Eve. I think my allergies are going crazy this year. Can I do the Moonlight Sonata? No, I never really learned that Moonlight Sonata stuff. The classical. I should learn that. That's pretty crazy. I feel like my guitar signal is way too hot. I'll play songs in about 45 minutes if you guys join me back on Twitch. Hocus Pocus is a crazy one. I should learn that one too. The Gary Hoey version, right? It is a beautiful song, that Moonlight one. Because I'm streaming on YouTube now, and YouTube hates me. So I could only do like random backing tracks for a while on here. What is my usual method of learning new songs? Well, that's what I actually have to do tonight. There is a list of new songs I gotta learn. So I'll go through some of them. So I have to listen to them and then try to figure them out by ear. Do the best I can. Yeah, YouTube is like this. It's like some other big YouTubers can get away with playing copyrighted stuff, but I can't. Any tips on applying modes? The Tonex one, I don't know. It's still a work in progress for me. I like it because I found an amp I like so far on it. But there's still some tweaking I still need to do. But for here, it sounds great. I want to use it live. I really do want to use it live. Which I think will sound good. I mean, I just got to see how it sounds with other, like pedals. So for modes, for me, I like to if you take we did this one yesterday. This is like a funkin' A. Kind of like a jamming A. You could jam modes all over this. You could do this one. You could do Mixolydian. This is all an A. You can do Lydian over it. And you do this just to get the sound, you know, get used to hearing the modes, I guess. So yeah, you could do that and try to, you know, just experiment, just playing all the modes over that as much as you can, you know. You only know 3 notes per string patterns for mode. Starting, well, yeah, closed versions are good. I do 3 notes per bat. This is all 3, you know. That's all. To me, I don't know. Played them so much. I'm thinking of all the patterns mostly. Did you ever do GFX Freeway Jam? No, I never done Freeway Jam. Is it absolutely necessary to learn scales like that? Learning scales is helpful, you know, for technique and everything, and learning keys and chords, you know, chords, doing runs and stuff, building chords, of course. But most people like to do the pentatonics because it just works, you know. I think I got the strike because, well, I didn't get the strike, I got the warning. It's because I was listening to a Hendrix song. It was from the Hendrix YouTube channel, and I was listening to it to learn it, and I wasn't playing over it. But it was just like, I probably thought I was just playing just the song, like just just to play it on the channel. I don't know. I don't understand it. They could have gave me like a thing that says, they could have blocked it out. They could have said, oh, this was copyrighted material. No, they just shut the video down, and then they just deleted that video and gave me a warning for 90 days. I know, I've been doing covers forever. And they just do this. It sucks. You know, YouTube. But what I like about YouTube is the quality is better. The picture quality is better. I think. Audio might be even a little bit better. Right, it is better. Quality is better, yeah. So yeah, that was that one. Because I don't think it's the actual. I don't think it picks up the actual track. Sometimes the cover bit. If I do a cover from a band, like an actual band when we're playing live, I still will get a copyright, but it'll be shared revenue. But if I actually play an actual track, it's hit or miss. Sometimes I'll get shared revenue, but then there'll be the other ones, like that Hendrix one. For some reason, they do not like you playing Hendrix. Like, I played Hendrix songs before. I played Purple Haze and everything with a backing track. I played Red House, and it was fine on there. But they did say, like, your video's blocked, but no warning and no strike. But if I play the Hendrix song from their YouTube channel and I just let it play, the actual song, that's when I think I got the warning. Twitch has its issues too, you know. I know. I really appreciate it, Brett. One Blue, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. I like the super chat things, but what they do though in super chat, they YouTube does take a big chunk of that tip you just left. But it's good because it's all good though. That's what I'm trying to do on YouTube. Like right now, within this hour, I'm on Twitch and YouTube, but YouTube it's focused more on YouTube to play like backing tracks, like random backing tracks, and maybe tips for guitar. You know, I can answer questions and stuff for tips and tricks and stuff on for the guitar on YouTube while we have this hour here. I don't think he'll defend me. He no clue I exist. I'm like one of the smallest streamers on here. And I've been streaming for like, it's got to be close to 10 years. 9, 10 years. Started out back, I think in 2016, or even a little bit before that. 2016 and doing Periscope. And ended up like meeting a whole bunch of people from there, and it was up to like 20,000 followers on there, and then they decided to just like cancel Periscope, and I'm just like, oh, are you kidding me? And then that's when everybody moved over to Twitch, and it's been a struggle on Twitch for me. Like it's hard because there's a lot of really talented and amazing streamers on here. And here I am. I'm in this small little space, jamming to tunes. And yeah, so yeah, a lot of people found me from Periscope. That's awesome. I like Periscope. What I liked about it is when you can do the map. There was like this map of the world, and you can see who's live, and then you can click on that dot, and then you can see someone from Japan, and they're just either playing guitar or they're just chatting or they're around town, or to England. You see who's on, and you can see that even the time zones. You're like going, oh, look at that! Look at all the streamers here. They're in, must be wide awake there. I like that. That was nice. Thank you again, though, One Blue, for that super chat. I really appreciate it. I know I traveled the world, too. That's how I get out. As a 10-second delay, but I'm in sync, though, right? I am in sync. Let's see, I have another camera here. This camera angle. I've been trying to use my phone. Timmer, good night. Have a great night. If you guys like click on the hearts, I guess, and click on, shares and likes and comment on the channel. And if you chat more in here, I guess it probably gets better in the algorithm, and then maybe more people will come in here and subscribe. That would be nice. Yeah. Well, I'm using the new there's this stream elements thing in OBS, which allows me to stream to like 3 or 4, as many different platforms as I can. So right now it's on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. I didn't do Facebook yet, but how do you use the iPhone as a cam? There's this software from Elgato. It's like Epoch Cam or something like that, and you download it, Epoch Cam Pro. And if your video card is really good, my video card is just like it's old, but it's still pretty, you know, pretty decent for doing this. Um, and so it's able for me to, I'm hooked up through my lightning cable on my iPhone here, and I'm able to do, I don't want to mess it up. I just want to have certain views. I can zoom in and out like that. I can go real close in. I can bring the guitar down to here. That's a nice view like that, you know. Um, but I just keep it, I'll just keep it in the middle here. And the quality's better, right? Because it's a better little camera than the webcams I'm using. See, Brett, she made it. Yeah, the camera quality is good here, but then if I go back to here, it's not too bad. Colors are a little bit off, you know. Side cam, it's not too bad. Side cam's pretty good here. But this one is really crisp, I think. You know, you're here for your song. I'm gonna try to. We have like a half hour left, and then I'm gonna switch over. My car, okay. You're gonna drop. You're taking off. KR Acoustic is rating me. What? Wow. We're just chatting guitar here. How was your stream? Was it great? Let me see if I can just jam to like a random cool backing track here. I don't know. I'm just picking random stuff. It's gonna be your birthday present. Really? It's your birthday? It's crazy how you use your pinky for bar chords. Like, what do you mean? Like this or like this? Yes, these are EMGs. yes, that was like an octave. There was an octave pedal on there. It was great. I like the octave sometimes. What's a good exercise? I would learn these two strings, you know, the E string, and you learn that little pattern, you know. This is all in C major, but you start on E. So you learn that pattern, and then you do the same thing on the A string, except this one's going to be. These two notes are the same. So you learn those notes, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. You learn that. And then, you know, do octaves. So if you know these two strings so well, if you play this note, right, and you play the octave on the A string, you know that's a D, you know this is going to be a D. And if you know, you do octaves like this, you know that's a D. So if I was to play this note, I would do the octave. And then if I still didn't know that note, I'll go to that note, I'll be like A. And then after a while, it starts to click in. You start to figure out like, oh, that's A. Then that's one exercise you could do. Or you could try to like pick a note, let's say G, and go out and play all the G's on all the strings. So G, oops. Try to find all the G's on every string. That's another one. I like that one. Never played death metal. Nope, never played death metal. I know we're gonna get there. We have like 15 minutes till I stop. You know, we're gonna log off YouTube, and then we're gonna play some covers on Twitch. Is it coming up in the queue? I don't know. It should be connecting. I don't know. YouTube is I like YouTube. I really do. I really like YouTube. I like the quality of it. I just got to come up with better shorts and content on here. I guess I could probably play riffs without the backing tracks on here, you know? No, I'm not using a Kemper. I'm using a Tone X1 pedal, which has a Bogner amp as the tone on here. And now I have a little bit of delay. Well, a lot of delay. And another twin delay to make it sound kind of big in your ears. If you have headphones on, you want to get a Strat, but with only 2 humbuckers. I like the humbucker, and I like these two because I can get this kind of sound, and I can get that bite out of it. Westlife 73. Thanks for following. I didn't see you there. See, I use my computer for the other effects. The, you know, like the choruses and stuff. I can. Yes. Yeah, the original pickups in here were not very good. Because this is a cheap Strat. This is a Mexican Strat. It only cost me, like, it was used about $200. I do have a pedal board as well, which has all, like, you know, my favorite pedals in it. And I go through a Mesa Boogie amp. Same frets. I need to get new frets on this. The guy I talk to all the time at the shop, right? He wants to put new frets on for me. And I'm like, well, why can't we just file them down a little bit? And then crown them a little bit, and then go from there. Because I still think there's still some fret on here. You know, it's not like right down to the board. But he's like, no, I want to put brand new frets on for you. I'm like, I'm scared if I put new frets on it. It won't feel the same. Right. I send you a link to a Bollywood song. Just a small reference. Like to play the notes, remember them. I don't know if I can play anything copywritten on YouTube. Because I would learn it for you. But your Taylor is super hard to play. Have you tried adjusting the truss rod? You know, because maybe your neck is bowed. And maybe a little bit of lighter gauge strings. Like, for me, I like on acoustics, which people think, like, what do you play on acoustic? I like 11 gauge strings on acoustics. And then you adjust the truss rod. I don't know if I would mess with the nut just yet. Truss rod is all good. It's hard to believe that the nut would be you have to file the nut down on that. How are the saddles on that? Maybe the saddle needs to be adjusted. But I would still check the truss rod, you know, and check to see if if it's flat enough. Because that should be all it really is. And maybe the like I said, lighter gauge strings. Oh no, we're gonna do it, Brett. We're gonna do it. We have like 8 minutes left. Grim is raiding me again. Oh my god, Grim, what's going on? Eight minutes to midnight. Thank you so much. The Grim, if you gotta follow Grim, because he's got one of the best channels ever on Twitch, and he's on TikTok. He's everywhere now. He's on Kick. Did you raid me on Kick too? Because I'm on there, but no one sees me on Kick. I don't get it. You know. But I'm still trying. Okay. So YouTube people, thank you for hanging out with me. I hope I answered some questions for tonight. I'll be back again on maybe tomorrow night. I might come back on and stream. If not, Sunday, maybe Sunday night. But I'm staying. So if you want to, you can come over on Twitch. We're gonna jam some more on Twitch. So thank you guys on YouTube. I get confused with the notes while I'm playing. How can I overcome this? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But... Let knobs loose. But okay, YouTube. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Please like and subscribe.